The journey behind the code of passion and perseverance. Let's imagine a quiet room at midnight when we see the computer screen that paints color on the face of a web developer, with eyes heavy with fatigue, and we can hear the heart pounding with anxiety. That's kind of how I feel most of the time. I didn't used to feel like that. However, lately I think I'm anxious. Yeah, let's continue. Let's feel the battle cry against the darkness, against an uncertainty, with every line of code typed on the screen. Yeah, typing, typing, typing. We can feel the struggle and witness the passion that burns fiercely, like an endless tide, as the web developer fights relentlessly the common enemy, bugs in the user interface. Yeah, bugs. I think I spent at some point 1 year straight fixing bugs on a daily basis, and I was kind of craving for at least one ticket that would be a new feature. It can happen. It's not nice. This is the struggle that web developers go through out of the desire to create something that makes life a little bit easier and bring all of us a little bit closer, a little bit more connected. Yeah, let's bunch together. Let's get connected over this kind of digital world. Yeah, this is about people and not just about code. This is about junior web developer boulevard of ambition, quite often counted by self-doubt, and the journey into unknown forest, steep seen with every keystroke. Where is this? I don't remember writing boulevard. Something happened? I don't know. I don't remember writing that. So that's weird. Quite often counted by self-doubt, yeah, that's me. And the journey into an unknown forest, steep seen with every keystroke, driven by the hope to find a path to clarity. Yeah, that's kind of me. But what's this word going on with it over here? Boulevard. Ooh. Either I'm too tired, but I don't remember writing that. It is also about the senior web developer who carries the weight of countless expectations on his shoulders. Yeah, I've tried to be a bit poetic over here. And the feeling of being crushed on a daily basis by the overwhelming demand to do it all. Yes, web developers, especially senior front-end developers, have a lot of weight on their shoulders. And yeah, don't get me even started on, let's say, team leads, or even worse, front-end architects. Yeah, there are a lot of expectations. This is also about the busy business leader who, under constant pressure, the market pushing from one side, and the realization that every polished website is behind the human story of grit and resilience, pushing from the other side. They kind of push together one, yeah, it's a real struggle, and I'm doing my best now to kind of comment. It's something I want to get better at, and yeah, I haven't spoken English with other English people for quite a long time, that often on a daily basis. Need to improve my communication skills. This is what I found. I will read my own writing, and I do not remember boulevard. Something fishy is going on. This journey is a roller coaster of emotions. This journey is a drama that unfolds every single day, so you and I, the common people, can enjoy products and services that we take for granted most of the time. Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like people look at web developers and say, well, that's easy. Just press a few buttons and that's it. If it would be that easy, everybody would do it. The truth is that there is a lot of trial and error. Well, there is no end here. So there is a lot of trial error stake. And the dark moments when the feeling of failure feels like it overwhelms everything. However, you do have to admit, I feel like the poet came out of me when I wrote this piece. Think of all the unsolvable problems that we encounter. Well, kind of, because at some point we do solve them. The feeling that the scene of a project vaccine seems to be doomed. I need to double check this text. I know it was morning when I wrote it, but vaccine? Wow. I know what happens. Yes. So what I do is I do something like this. I'll show you. Okay. So let me try something. This is something really fun. No, wait a second. This is something really fun. Yeah, this is what I do. And yeah, for sure, at some point, this kind of speech to not test. Anyway, speech to text, say it one time right. Yeah. Now I know what happened, why this boulevard is here. So that's what speech to text understood from me. Yeah, man, it makes sense now. I was a bit worried, like, what happened? Did somebody hacked into my writing? Who? It's barely published. Yeah, so I need to double check my text in the future. However, yeah, I wanted to publish it as soon as possible. Yeah, that's okay. I found the culprit. It's like overall answer. Think of all the unsolvable problems that you encountered, feeling that the scene of a project and vaccine need to be removed seems to be doomed. The silence of objection, but echoes inside our head. It's not but the silence of objection echoes inside. And is it objection? Anyway, this is what happens in our head on a daily basis. This is what we feel. And when despair seems to have taken over, which is most of the time, in that critical moment, breakthrough emerges. And we enjoyed the feeling that every storm has a silver lining. I heard this expression from an Englishman at some point, and I kept that in mind. Every cloud has a silver lining, not every storm, but I think it works here. Sometimes, even a single line of code that works as expected can shatter all the overwhelming negative feelings, and our hearts filled with joy, and we can feel the triumph casting rays of lighting our faces. Well, I spent some time crafting this. I know it's not perfect. But I did spend some time. The triumph casting rays of light lighting our faces. So lighting doesn't really sound that good right now, but it sounded good in my head. The weird dances of victory. I do that a lot of time in the house. I do weird dances when something actually works, because I've seen a lot of errors in the past months and years. Too many errors. So up and down jumps around the office or the house. Yeah, because I work from home, so that's why I put house here. The chants. I've done it. It works. I've done it. It works. Yeah, something like that. I don't know if I do it exactly like that, but it's close enough. Everywhere. Every error we go through, every feeling of pain we experience in a debugging session is a testament to human determination. Yeah, because you have to be determined. You have to have determination to be a coder. Any kind of coder, I would say. Hopefully any kind. I don't think other coders have it easier. I think most of us have a hard time. Some even harder. I can't imagine what it is on the backend that much. Yeah, maybe I can hear from a backend developer. Let's not forget about the silent courage, often overlooked, when asking somebody else for help when a problem starts to feel too big. And let's not forget about the humility to learn from mistakes and the relentless battle between the pursuit of perfection and the wisdom of accepting and adopting a strategy that done is better than perfect. Yes, this one, done is better than perfect. It's something I need to remind myself many times, especially even with this website. I want it to be the way I want it to be. So I wasn't definitely looking for perfection. However, I was looking for something that works at bare minimum as expected. So I think it's a fine line. Maybe I need somebody else's opinion to assess if I chased perfection, or at least if I chased the minimum viable product. I don't know. It took a lot of time. Many more months than I was originally planning to invest in it. Each time I or another web developer experience a small victory, we finally fix that bug that came out of nowhere. Yeah, bugs keep happening all the time. Or the joy we experience of seeing a design come to life. Hopefully there is a designer. The joy that reminds us and everybody else that innovation is born from struggle. Yes, struggle, lots of struggle. And that progress is built on top of perseverance. I really do hope you like my my initial attempt, because I'm gonna get better at it. But there are some words over here. That kind of makes me happy. It's kind of from my soul. Yes, let's continue reading. For most people that experience a digital world, it's fair to say that it may seem as if the magic happens effortlessly. Yeah, I think we've touched a bit above as well. Yeah, that's my feeling about other people that, common people that don't know what web development is, and just like, what do you have to do? 5 minutes later, you're done, and you're working 1 or 2 days on some feature to work properly. I've tested this before. I had one of my clients. I was building a website for his company, and he made this joke like, "Yeah, just spend 5 minutes and it's done." And then like, okay, why don't you come to my office? And I think I worked over the night, so it was already over 10, 12 hours of continuous work, and he fell asleep on the chair. So yeah, next day I was still working when he woke up, and I think he got a pretty good understanding of what happens, and yeah, he can still make the joke, but at least now he knows the truth. Trust me when I tell you that is far from that. Yeah, I just said that. In reality, it's a symphony of human emotion. That's my thing. It's a symphony of human emotion. Wow, if this makes it live, drop a comment if you like it. A symphony of human emotion. We feel here. I don't know if we feel here. Doubt, hope, not here. We feel fear. Fear, not here. Fear. Mr. Speech to Text is not here. It's fear. Wow. I'm pretty sure my English pronunciation, it's definitely not bad mistakes. At least now I know where they come from. Doubt, hope, and we are driven relentlessly. So many times I use this word relentlessly. Okay. By the desire to overcome an obstacle encountered lots of times every single day. In fact, that business that truly thrive. In fact, that business, and it's not businesses, it's business that truly thrive. In fact, businesses, maybe that is not. In fact, businesses that truly thrive are businesses. Yeah, okay, so that's that. The word that is not supposed to be that. Are businesses that recognize this truth. Okay, every investment and all the risk. Well, there is no end. Every investment and all the risk measured in percentage. And businesses invest not, it's not adjusting, invest not just in, not adjusting, not just in technology. Businesses invest not just in technology, but in the heart and the minds of the people who design structures. And it's not right, it's right with W. Wow, this is fun. I mean, I had different expectations of me doing this recording right now, and I can't say that it's anything else than fun. I mean, I'm laughing at my own writing. Even a few minutes earlier, I was in a self-doubt, like, who wrote Boulevard? Yes, it's the Apple speech-to-text, whatever AI or whatever it is. Most businesses invest and nurture junior talent and spend effort to mentor with compassion. Most businesses have a good understanding that a well-balanced team is not merely a collection of skills, it's about building a community where every challenge that arises and every win that is celebrated keeps, we need an S here, keeps the heartbeat of innovation pumping. I was watching earlier somebody on YouTube using something called proofread, and basically you right click, well, I don't see it here. Writing tools and proofread. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna use this in the. Let's see. Most businesses have a good understanding that a well-balanced team is not merely a collection of skills. It's about building a community with every challenge that arises, every win that is celebrated. Keeps. I mentioned earlier. It's missing an S. The heartbeat of innovation pumping. Okay. Maybe I'll use proofread next time. Okay. But even in this story, I said done is better than perfect. So I'm happy that I put this article online, because if I keep making it prettier and prettier, I might spend a lot of time and you don't get to consume it. I invite you next time to click. That's okay. I invite you next time you click on a website or swipe an app to take a moment and imagine the passionate souls behind it that made it possible, that made your life and your experience more enjoyable. I think you can think of all the tears and all the laughter, of all the countless hours. You can think of the relentless. I think I used this relentless like 4 or 5 times already. I need to look for synonyms and practice them. You can think of the relentless speed it that pushes line of code after line of code. Yeah, take note, Marianne. Take notes. Verify what you write after every single sentence. It's better to verify when you have your thoughts fresh in your memory, and pay attention to the words. Don't just glance at them, because then you might miss. I'm talking to myself now. and convert it to an experience that connects us all. Yes, I think I said connects us all somewhere here. But anyway, it's about connecting people. That's what the internet does. At the center of the grand schema that allows all of us to experience the digital age lies the human spirit, the human element, the cottage. What cottage? I don't use that word cottage. Start the courage. When you feel courageous or courageous, the courage, not cottage, to start over and the resilience we faced against failure. And every single tear of joy, of every small victory, and all those that come together like a complex orchestra of sounds. Symphony of sounds, orchestra of... So I do know how to say things differently, not just use on a repeat mode, relentlessly, relentlessly, relentlessly. So I said something that sounds the same as the one above, using different words. So, okay. Is what truly brings the digital world to life. Yes, good. However, I was smiling a bit earlier, and there is a reason. In my admin panel here, I have translate. And see, this is personal, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm not on the right one. So we go on story, the first one. Okay, so let's go to translate. You'll see why I'm laughing. So it's on the personal. See, I have a lot of languages here, and since I just identified like a bunch of misplaced words or mistyped words, I'm pretty sure this is messed up as well. So I need to redo the entire translation. Yeah, that's cool. That's why I was laughing. I'm pretty sure every single translation is messed up because I'm confident the AI is not going to pick up on my mistakes and just do them correctly. Well, I can double check, but that's not something I want to go into. Double check almost 20 translations. I don't even speak all those languages. So yeah, let's go with what it is. It's a first article. We are almost about to finish it. Let the story sinking in your head. Well, it's let the story sink in your head, not sinking. Okay? Let it be a tribute to every developer and every team and every business and every single visionary and leader that strives on a daily basis to make tomorrow a better day, a better digital day. See, when I do like a better day, a better digital, this is definitely me. Sometimes when I want to point something out, I find ways to repeat them in way to emphasize. And this is something I should be doing at the end of each or in the middle of each article. Hey, my mission is to share light in the life of web development on both the web developer and the business side. So reach out to me on social media. Yeah, that's something I want to develop, something like a set of sayings, a set of call outs. So if you have watched all of this until the end, thank you for joining me in what I'm going to call it, possibly a video podcast, where I comment on my own writings, and I also comment on the writings that I'll be, let's say, sharing in the future. For example, I can pick up an article from LinkedIn or from X that somehow it was important for me to address it, and then I'll write some responses, probably even to questions addressed by you in the future, whoever you will be, and I'll record. I'll do more recordings because I have taken a big and long break from recording videos. Thank you again, and see you in the next, let's say, article, which I'm already working on it. Thanks.